Hello everyone, and today we're here in another video of KSP 2, and this one is going to be an exciting one because here we're going to be going to Eeloo here in KSP 2 for the first time. And I got Eeloo in KSP 1 already, so it would be okay if we go to Eeloo here in KSP 2 now. And I'm very excited to go to Eeloo because Eeloo has those massive canyons to go dive into. So I'm planning on landing on one of them and walk around a little bit, plant a flag, come back, hopefully. But as you see here, things don't go as planned here in this mission. So stick around if you want to see what happens at the end. But anyway, we're gonna be doing like a same kind of design as we did in our Duna mission video. If you want to see it, it's in the description anyway. And but anyway, it's just gonna be like the same thing as the Duna mission. Just here, we're gonna also add the big circular tank, methane tank. No, what is it? Hydrogen tank, and that will be able to I mean, we need a lot of fuel to go to Eeloo really, but we didn't have to put it there. But I just want to use as much fuel tanks as I can here, and I'm deciding to use these ones, and also I'm trying to use the new solar arrays too, because I'm using one of the new ones too. So it's gonna be like this simple design. Most people use this kind of design to go to Eeloo, and we're not gonna cover it up with the fairing because fairings are still kind of broken anyway in KSP2. They don't really work well, so that's kind of annoying. But I hope they one day will. And here I got a little problem with the fairing. I could not really move it. It was kind of broken. The strut, I would say, not fairing, strut, sorry. But I cannot take it out of there, so I don't know what to do. Anyway, so I just tried moving it, and then there I finally got it fixed. So anyway, we're done starting up the rocket now, and we're also but this is not gonna be the final struts because we're also gonna put these kind of things like kind of truss structure things to hold up the rocket so it doesn't like maybe more support, I would say. And then we're gonna strut it up the rocket to that too, and I think that would be pretty good. You see, we'll add the struts there, and it actually looks pretty cool design. This is actually one of the craziest rockets I ever built because I mean, in KSP 1 and 2 I like to build the rockets as like what do I like to build? Like realistic rockets, like something that would look realistic, not like science fiction. But here I'm deciding, here I just want to just get to Eeloo, and I guess I'm okay with kind of crazy rocket, I would say, but it's not the best. I'd rather go with something more realistic. But I mean, the first and second stage are realistic, and the landing stage, but everything else not really, I would say. But anyway, now we're gonna start adding some color to the spacecraft, and I think we're gonna I also want to try using as much color as I can for all the rockets. So here our color is gonna be purple, like in our mission we did it green, and for our other mission we did it I forgot actually, but all I know was the green one. But anyway, the countdown's starting to happen now, and our five Kerbals are getting ready for launch, and let's see how excited they are when the rocket lifts off. I think here the engines have just lit up, and the rocket's slowly lifting off the pad. And here I'll just speed up the footage because I just want it to be at normal speed for the like launch, not like full speed, like 4 times speed, because I just want to show you how slow it took. But anyway, it was slow. It took maybe 10 minutes to get this to orbit. But anyway, we're starting to now turn because our side boosters are facing the side. We need to make them face the front. And at least here, it was actually no trouble flying it. I thought the hydrogen tank would be pretty heavy since it's pretty big, but it's actually pretty light because it's just made of hydrogen, and the material it's made is actually not as dense as I thought it would be. But anyway, flying this thing was actually pretty easy. So no hardy. If you have KSP2 and you're gonna like you're thinking of using the hydrogen bit, the big circular hydrogen tank, it's actually pretty easy using like flying to orbit because it's not as heavy. Just might need a big rocket first of all, so make sure you have that big rocket. But anyway, we're going up. We passed the 10-kilometer mark and going up, and we passed 45 degrees and slowly getting to 90 right now. And we're also using the big SRBs here to help us get our way to orbit, and they have just depleted and now we're just full power on the first stage, and that's still lifting us up high, and we have like still a ton of fuel on it. So I won't expect this stage to really run out of fuel soon. But anyway, we are slowly going up to our apoapsis here, so we can get our circularization burn. Our apoapsis is going to be like 81 kilometers. It says there on the apoapsis mark. And we're going to start it like now, really. And that'll deplete our first stage, and now we'll move on to the second stage, and that'll help us get to Eeloo. I'm pretty sure. I forgot how the mission goes because I just recorded it, and actually I've been recording this for a while actually because I had this video ready for it like forever. But anyway, we got into an Eeloo transfer window, so we don't have to worry about worrying about fuel because we're in the perfect Eeloo transfer window. So make sure if you're planning on going to Eeloo, get your Eeloo transfer window. And since Eeloo's on a tilt, since we're gonna be on the tilted side, we're gonna have to do another burn in like the mid flight to get to get to Eeloo, because Eeloo's on it till, like I told you before, and we won't be able to get there in like one shot. But anyway, I see here I'm also getting encountered with Jewel because Jewel and Eeloo are pretty close together. And here actually I kind of break the rule because you know, I said in like other videos, I said that I have to go to that planet first before I can go visit the next planet on here in KSP 2. Well, it kind of broke the rule because I actually did a flyby of Jewel when I haven't recorded a video of me doing a flyby in Jewel in KSP 1. But since I'm about to make a video of KSP 1 pretty soon, that's gonna be probably my next video, unless it's gonna be my Minecraft videos next. But that should be like one of my next videos. That's gonna be next. That will visit Jewel there. But I kind of broke the rule, so I'm sorry. People are hoping I didn't break the rule. But anyway, here we got our Eeloo encounter here, so we'll get our maneuver node set, and it says we have a Jewel encounter during this too. And actually, I feel like the second stage actually looks pretty cool with the kind of dress structures and the structures. I'd say I actually like this rocket, how I built it. So I'm not actually sad about this build. I would like to use this tank more. But anyway, we're getting on burn 3, 2, 1, and yeah, there it is. I love how realistic the plumes are. And we're gonna get ready to separate in 3, 2, 1, and we have just separated. And now it's a hydrogen tank now. And I'm just gonna speed it up. I mean, like, not speed, like do time warp in the game, so it doesn't take forever because you see here we're getting our Jewel encounter so far, and like here we stop. So now we're gonna now do a second maneuver node that will get us our Eeloo counter, and that should work for us. Like that should be good enough to get to Eeloo. And looks like there's gonna be our encounter. Just we need to go. Yep, there it is, our encounter. So we're gonna get we're gonna get a flyby here, like how New Horizons was. New Horizons got a flyby of Jupiter, and then visited not Eeloo, Pluto. So it's gonna be something like that. Just we're not gonna do a flyby of Eeloo. We're gonna actually stay there. I mean, not stay there. We're gonna land there, and then we're gonna come back. But there's a lot of technical difficulties during that part, so don't expect it to be perfect. I mean, I guess KSP 2 is kind of broken. It's kind of broken right now and confusing. So, but I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, they could improve later on. I mean, it's early access still, and they only got 2 updates: the early access and the Force Science. So, I'm not expecting it to be so good right now. But anyway, we got our encounter with Eeloo and Jewel. And now I'm getting our inclination change that will get us closer to Eeloo's surface. And I think maybe I made a mistake by going too low, like 20 kilometers. But yeah, and that was a big mistake. So if I do like another Eeloo mission where I like visit with a rover or something, I'm gonna go way higher than how I did here. I was a dummy there. But anyway, we've entered Jewel's sphere of influences here, and here I tried to finding Jewel, but I couldn't really see it. But we broke the rule now, and I feel bad. I feel bad right now. Shame on me. Well, I'm sorry, people, but I'll try not to do that for like something like Moho, because we have not visited Moho yet, and we should actually visit Eve. I've never seen how Eve is in a KSP 2. We should visit Eve. Yeah, that should be one of our next missions. But anyway, here we're just going to Eeloo. Still adjusting our inclination because it was not perfect, and we are kind of going a little low. and it looks like we're gonna be on a crash collision, but we're gonna fix that easily, so don't worry. And yep, we got. It says that we got a 30 kilometer away from the surface, but it actually means 30 kilometers from sea level. So it's actually like 9 kilometers from the surface. So that was my bad. Sorry about that, people. That makes the mission a lot harder for me. But anyway, the same problem happened to me in my Dres mission where I couldn't circularize, and that was just dumb. I hated that. I wish that could not happen. I wish that glitch could just go away. So this is like one of the glitches. I feel like there's like 2 glitches that happened here in the Eeloo mission. But anyway, now we're starting our circularization burn, and that it's taking too long. Maybe I started it too late. But anyway, there we are, circularized in Eeloo. So now we're just gonna do second burn to get lower down, because if I do it more, then we're gonna just probably crash into the surface. But as here, we're here at Eeloo, and look at those canyons. They're big. They're like the Dres Canyon, just there's a lot more of them. So for this mission, that's my goal: land in one of those canyons. And you'll see what happens. Will we land on them? Just stick around if you want to see. But anyway, enough about that. So we're gonna do our next burn that will get us to a perfect circular orbit of Eeloo. And as you see here, it says I'm 9 kilometers away from the surface, even though it says I'm like 20 in the map. And I was just confused here. And I couldn't even time warp. Like I didn't have time. Like in KSP 1, they have a mod that like lets you time warp as fast as you want, even if you're close to a surface. But there's no mod for that in KSP 2. But I can't even do that in KSP 1 because I play on a console, and I don't play it on computer, sadly. So that's just my bad. But anyway, here I undocked, and I forgot to put the crew in there, so I had to reload my quick save. And now we're undocking professionally. And now we're just gonna back away from the capsule, and we're gonna try landing on one of those canyons. So let's see if we land on them. We're gonna extend the solar panels, and you see there's a canyon coming up. So we land that one. I think that's a perfect canyon to land on. So we're just good time warp, and you see there's the canyon coming up. Where my cursor is pointing, that's the canyon. Look at how big that is. That's big. I would love to land there. So we'll land on there without crashing. Let's see. So we're slowing down so we can land right in the middle of it without passing on it. And I'm just gonna try landing in the middle of it, not like try going knee deeper, but like just land on it. Look at these canyons. Maybe I should have, after that, since I have a lot of fuel, I should have landed on the edge of the canyon and took a picture there, and maybe sent it to like somewhere like I mean, that would have been a great picture. Bangor, there's our canyon drop. First Eeloo mission, we're going down a canyon. Wow, it's beautiful. I mean, I guess in KSP 1 they kind of do have canyons, just they're very small. Like if you see my Eeloo mission, there's those kind of brown stuff. That's the canyons, the small canyons. But I guess they could count, and I was gonna land on one of them, but I decided to land on the white part, the icy part, I would say. But because they're not really that deep, they're maybe just like a few meters deep. But anyway, we're coming up to the landing site, but we're not gonna land here permanently because it's kind of dark actually, and it's on a hill too. So we're gonna switch spots when we land. You'll see. So we're coming up to the mountainy part. So I decided to just. So now I'm starting to burn, so I can maybe land on a flatter part. You see, and I'm just doing some little puffs to get to a better spot than how I am right now. But I guess the problem going to a canyon is that there's a lot of hills because it's a canyon, right? It's like 2 mountains together basically. And here it's not as hilly as before, and I was too lazy to just find a better spot, so I just decided to land here. But it was better than how it was last time. So, and we have landed on Eeloo. Oh no, we're tilting. Use the thrusters. Oh, and when I was playing this, I was afraid we would tilt, so I had to use some thruster help, and that worked. So anyway, we're just gonna time to when there's sunlight, and as you see there, perfect sunlight. The sun's shining there, and we should have brought some RTGs because Eeloo is far away. It's not, sun power's not gonna really be helpful. But anyway, our first waddles here at Eeloo in the canyon surface. Look at how graphic it is, the icy surface. I mean, that just looks beautiful. And planting the flag right now, and gonna take our thumbnail shot too. And look at that KSP. I know this is one of the best places I visit here in KSP 1. I mean, no, KSP 2. KSP 1, I'm not sure what's the best place. I mean, I might be Eeloo since it's the farthest. I'm kind of still working on Moho though. But it's so far everything's going good on Moho, but there's so much Delta V requirements to go to Moho, and we don't have big enough tanks, and nuclear engines are not as good as the hydrogen engine here, which I wish was better. Anyways, you see here I'm kind of going out of control right now, and I don't know why I was doing that anyway. Anyway, now we're ready to get into a circular orbit and try docking. Here's when some problems ran. I maybe aimed a little too high, so it was kind of hard to get a good encounter with the thing. And when I tried a different place, it would have either ejected me out. It looked like, and I think I recorded the part where I was ejected out of the Eeloo system. Like I don't know if you'll see it, but if you don't, I'll talk to you about it in a different like after it happens. But anyway, I got my maneuver node ready to go to Eeloo, get an encounter, but it's not gonna be perfect. So now we're starting our maneuver node, and this will send us on a kind of crash collision, but we'll easily fix that up by doing some retrograde and prograde, and we should get a pretty good encounter. It looks like I'm not sure. It's been a while since I did this mission, so I don't remember everything that happened because I was busy doing some other stuff like KSP1 videos and other kinds of videos besides KSP stuff like Minecraft, because I feel like I've been doing too many KSP stuff, but I should just continue doing it anyway, because KSP 1 and 2 are fun, so are the other games. And anyway, about that, I need to do World 5 of Mario Bros. Anyway, so I'm just gonna set that up. When I'm gonna do that, that's gonna be my next video. Oh, and here's what happens. I get ejected out of the Eeloo system by just one burn. So I don't know if that's just a bug or if that's just supposed to happen, but I got ejected out. So, so I tried again, but I didn't record that part. And here we got a pretty decent encounter, and this time I did not get ejected like last time, because if I did, I would have been mad. So anyway, we're burning towards our target. We're gonna get like 240 meters separation, which is actually pretty good because that's pretty close. Then we'll just fix it up when we get close. And since we can't really get like as close as we can to it, then we can't really get really close. I mean, like, I don't know what I'm saying actually. But anyway, we're coming up to the Eeloo thing. I mean, the Eeloo mothership, and here we're gonna just both aim our docking ports to each other, and we're gonna do the method that a lot of people use, like Matt Lown and some other people. And there, I kind of burned a little too fast, so I kind of hit it. But anyway, we docked. Everything was good, and now we're getting to a crash collision. And I was just so mad that I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna exit the game. And then I didn't play it for like the next day, so I was just, oh my gosh, that's just hard remembering it. But anyway, we got our maneuver node set up to go to Kerbin when I eventually did cool off about the whole thing. And here we're gonna pass Eve's orbit like what we did in the Eeloo mission KSP1. So there's a lot of stuff in common in this mission. But anyway, we're getting to we're getting to the maneuver node, which is kind of high up because of the, like what I told you, the thing crash collision. I did fix that eventually, but it was a pain. I did not like it at all. So, but anyway, we're starting our escape burn, and this should, since we're gonna we should time warp. Yeah, we're time warping, so this can get by a lot quicker. And we still have a ton of Delta V left, like what happened in our Dres mission. So we're gonna do the exact same thing going back to Kerbin. And that's gonna be burning, and you'll see what I mean. Like, so anyway, I just missed the Kerbin encounter by a little bit, so I have to try again. Like, when I mean try again, like, yeah, there we go. Like, I kind of overshot it. So, but anyway, we got nice and close, so now we're gonna do another maneuver node, which will get our inclination changed, which will get us to intersect the atmosphere of Kerbin and get us home safely. And that should be the whole plan, right? Like what happened to you, but. Here we're not going to use a heat shield. We're going to do the same methods we did for Dres Mission, and too bad I can't do that for something like that for KSP 1, because that would save us a lot of hassle, and too bad I don't have enough fuel to go to Moho. So I wish I did though. I mean, I did figure out how to use cheats like just recently, but I don't want to use that just to go to Moho. So I'm just gonna like try to go to Moho with using like a 2-stage nuclear engine thing. But anyway, we have just done the just finished our inclination change, and we're gonna intersect Kerbin now. So it looks like we're gonna come up, and we have just entered Kerbin's sphere of influence, and the happy music is playing right now in the thing. And we undocked from the lander, saying goodbye to it, trying to find Kerbin right now, but I didn't see it event there. And we're going super fast. We're going 8 kilometers per second, which that's actually pretty fast. That was faster than my Eeloo mission in KSP 1. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so fast. Oh my gosh. And we had enough fuel to do a circularization burn in my thing set, so I was like, you know what, let's circularize. Let's just do the same thing as we did for our Dres mission. And I love doing that method. That slowed us down a lot. And we actually did start burning up, and nothing blew up. That was just like the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh my gosh, that was so cool. That was the coolest moments that ever happened to me in KSP 1. I mean 2. KSP 2. Sorry about that, everyone. But anyway, just we should be slowed down. Not enough yet. Oh, there, we slowed down, and we still have a ton of fuel left. I don't know what it is, how much it is. 1,400 and going down meters per second left. And I want to land on a day spot, so we don't have to worry about like going on night side, so you can see better, everyone. But anyway, we're coming down. We're going down, everyone. Let's see. We're going much slower than we did before, and we're gonna just use up all our fuels as we go down. And nothing blew up from that re-entry. That was a beautiful one. And we just separated from the hydrogen stage, and the parachute just opened up. And here, the hydrogen stage is not actually blow up. As you see, it remains intact. Like, you'll see it when we splash down. If you can see there barely, it's actually still there. Like, nothing blew up. So I guess hydrogen is just that. You see, there's the huge rounded tank, and that is just I don't know how it survived that. That was going like 200 meters per second. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and bye.